Good afternoon. At 9:51 hours this morning, the Palm Beach Police Department received a 911 call from 2505 South Ocean Boulevard, the President Condominium Association, that a shooting had occurred in the first floor of the building. Officers came on scene at 9:53 hours, and according to witnesses, white male subject, 72 years of age, by the name of Richard Krogan, had shot one employee and had pointed a firearm at another. Mr. Krogan was a former disgruntled employee of that condominium building. He had shot the one building manager at close range in the head. That subject was flown to the hospital by Trauma Hawk. He is currently in surgery and is listed in critical condition. The investigators and detectives developed probable cause for the arrest of Mr. Krogan. He was arrested approximately 45 minutes ago. If anyone has any additional information about Mr. Krogan that they can add to this investigation, I urge you to call 838-5454 and ask for Detective Minetti.
He turned himself in?
Yes.
Was it hard to coax him out? Was there negotiation?
No, there was no negotiation.
Have you had any run-ins with this gentleman before?
I was advised by the detectives earlier that we've had previous cases with this gentleman before.
What kind of cases?
I don't have that information at this time.
Was he arrested for those?
I don't have that information.
Is there a 911 call that we could get our hands on today? Or
Yes, we will secure the tape of that 911 call and provide that to you.
Okay. Another question while on Facebook, we were able to find him. He had a couple of videos, and one he was talking about how an employee was really, excuse my language, pissing him off. Do we know at this point, is it too early to figure out, is this the employee who was really had beef with?
My understanding from the investigators that Mr. Krogan was terminated from employment there, that he was disgruntled, and he did harbor some anger against some of the employees in that building.
Director Willard, what time, when was he fired, do you know? And do you know how long he worked there?
He was recently fired. I was been advised, I would say, fired within the past few months, and I do not know how long he's worked there.
And we had a couple of sources who were telling us who the victim was. Are you releasing that now? Or?
We're not releasing it at this moment. We still need to reach out to family members and make them aware of the situation before we release that information.
About the victim, you said notify next of kin first?
Yes.
So he was shot how many times in the head?
As far as I know from some of the officers on scene, he was shot one time in the head.
Was he breathing at the time of rescue, and was he brought to St. Mary's?
I believe he was unconscious but breathing. I've been advised that the bullet entered through the forehead and exited through the back of his head.
In what capacity did the suspect work there at the condo?
I believe he was a doorman.
St. Mary's?
I'm not disclosing the location of the victim.
Do you have witnesses?
Yes, we have several witnesses. Detectives have taken statements from the witnesses, and they've all been contacted at this point.
Are you able to disclose what capacity the victim worked there at the condo?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question?
The victim, are you able to disclose what capacity he worked there at the condo?
I believe one of the victims was a general manager, and the other one was provide some sort of administrative support.
So the person shot, though, was the one who you said is a building manager?
I believe so, yes.
When was he arrested? Did he turn himself here at the police department, or did you guys go to his home? Or
No, we were actively, actually in the process of getting the probable cause affidavit and a search warrant signed. We received a phone call that the subject turned himself into the Veterans Association Hospital, where we then apprehended him.
Was the weapon recovered?
I can't say for certain at this time. There was a weapon. I can't say that was the weapon used in this incident.
Was he a patient at the VA?
He is a patient at the Veterans Association Hospital.
Do you know what for? What has it been in?
I can only speculate.
Okay.
Did you say 911 should be released today?
Yes, as soon as we leave this conference, I'll try to get that in motion. Phil Somm, he's our public information officer. He'll get you that information, and we'll email you that when that becomes available.
Depending on how the victim turns out, is this going to be attempted homicide or homicide, first degree, second degree?
The official charges, I would refer to them as definitely attempted homicide and aggravated assault with a firearm. The official charges listed is attempted first-degree murder with a firearm and aggravated assault with a firearm.
And that's for the pointing at the second employee.
That's correct. He pointed the firearm at the second employee and also made some verbal threats as well.
Is he blaming them for being fired?
The investigation will reveal some of those details. My understanding was that he's just a former disgruntled employee.
Can you at least confirm it was Traumahawk? Was the agency that?
It was Traumahawk.
Okay.
And you don't know how long this dispute or problem had been going on, or?
I
what led to
do
the
not know how
termination?
long this dispute or disputes had occurred. I do know we've had some cases before in the past with Mr. Krogan.
Were those work-related?
I don't know at this time. We're trying to focus on the major details that are in front of us. Some of the minor details the investigators will put together at a later time.
Are you going to have any kind of report available for us today, or?
Yes, we're going to provide a copy of the press release. As soon as the probable cause affidavit is available, we'll provide that as well.
Where is he a resident? Is he a Palm Beach resident, West Palm Beach?
No, he's a resident of Palm Beach County. I know the investigator we were trying to track down earlier this morning, some of his last known addresses, and they were mostly in central Palm Beach County area.
Any witnesses?
Yes, several witnesses that we took statements from earlier.
Video surveillance?
I do not believe that the condominium building itself has video surveillance.
He's en route to jail now?
I do not have that information. I know he's in custody with the officers. I'd imagine if he's not en route, he will be shortly.
Where did he turn himself in at? Was it at his residence? Did he come to you? Did he go to?
Are we in the same room? At the Veterans Association Hospital.
Is he en route here? To the county jail?
I don't know if he's currently in transport to the county jail, but he will be shortly.
Okay.
If you don't have any further questions, we're available. You can contact Phil. He'll fill you in on some of the details, and he will assist you in anything else that you might need. Thank you very much.